Ma'am?
I'm here, Ms. Tuberville. The judge is as well.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you a question
Sure.
about the drop off place
What was your question?
or changing it.
So you no longer want to do it at the Clear Lake Park?
No, it would be easier if I just did it at the mall because that's where I work.
Okay, we'll address that and let the judge know that that's where we're going to change it to.
Okay.
Good morning. This is cause number 2021-69024 in the interest of Chloe Tuberville. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Jennifer Tuberville, and I'm her mother.
And representing the state of Texas Attorney General's office.
Kavita Sharma for the state, Your Honor.
Court will note that the non-custodial parent is Jonathan Edward Little. Mr. Little was personally served at 10 a.m. on November 24th, 2021 at 601 54th Street in Galveston, Texas. And it appears that he did file an answer requesting a DNA test. So was the DNA test conducted?
No, Your Honor, it was not.
Why not?
From what I can tell, Judge, it was never ordered.
Well, it was never, he requested it, but, and he's incarcerated, isn't that the normal
Judge,
course?
he is no longer incarcerated. I checked Harris County, Texas Department of Criminal Justice, and Vineland. All three do not show Mr. John Edward Little as incarcerated. So I think he's been released, and the mom has shared with me that he visited with the child 3 weeks ago.
Okay. All right, then he was given further notice of this Zoom hearing by certified mail. Return receipt requested, which was delivered April 28, 2022. And he has not checked in, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
All
And
right.
additionally, Ms. Tuberville sent Mr. Little the Zoom information via text message today, and he responded, but he has not joined the Zoom call.
All right, let's proceed by default.
Yes, Judge, I would like to call Jennifer Tuberville.
Okay.
Ms. Tuberville, can you state your full name for the court?
Jennifer Marie Tuberville.
And Chloe Grace is your daughter?
Yes, ma'am.
How old is she?
14 months.
And who is her father?
Jonathan Little.
And how do you know he's the father?
He was the only person that I was intimate with.
And are you asking the court to establish a legal relationship between Mr. Little and Chloe?
Yes.
Has Mr. Little been involved in Chloe's life since she was born?
No.
Who provides all the care for Chloe and ensures that she attends daycare, school, and doctor's appointments?
I do.
Has Mr. Little...
Ma'am, did he visit with the child 3 weeks ago?
Yes, yes, sir.
Is that the only time he's visited with the child?
He's visited a couple times. I've let him see her.
All right, there's been some involvement then. He's had some involvement with his son. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
And Ms. Tuberville, are you asking the court to name you as the sole managing conservator?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I've her mom, and she only knows me. She doesn't really know him at all.
Well, the question is whether you'd be able to, whether he should have any input as to the parenting of this child.
Oh,
Are you all in communication?
a little bit.
So you don't think that there would be a possibility that you would have to or consult with him regarding certain uh,
Aspects.
aspects of raising this child? You don't think that that would be possible, to where you could make joint decisions?
Make joint decisions. I would rather just me.
And the reason is,
Because he hasn't been there, and it wasn't a very great, it was a very toxic relationship.
all right, go ahead, Ms. Sherman.
Thank you, Judge. And Ms. Tuberville, the child currently resides with you in Harris County.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking the court to allow you to maintain the child's primary residence in Harris and contiguous counties?
Yes.
And as far as visitation, because the father's access to the child has been limited, previously, are you asking the court to do 12 periods of modified possession?
Yes.
And then after that, once the child gets to know the father, you're asking the court to default to the standard visitation?
Yes.
And before the hearing began, we had agreed that you would prefer pickup and drop off to be at the Clear Lake Park, which is in the order, and you're requesting to change that now, correct?
Yes.
What is the name of the business and the address of where you would like pickup and drop off to be changed to?
It's the Baybrook Mall. Let me get the address. It's 500 Baybrook Mall in Friendswood, Texas.
And is there a specific store?
Just the food court.
Okay, so you're asking pickup and drop off to be Baybrook Mall in the food court.
Yeah, I work at K Jewelers right there next to it.
And as far as income is concerned, do you have any evidence of where Mr. Little is currently employed?
I just have from what he told me.
Okay, but you understand that we're going to set child support based on minimum wage because we don't have verifiable income.
Yes.
And you are asking the court to allow you to maintain the health insurance for the child through the government-sponsored health plan, correct?
Yes.
And you're asking the court order Mr. Little to reimburse that at $57 a month?
Yes.
And you agree to pay any uncovered health cost, correct?
Yes.
Current child support, we're asking the court to order that at $190 a month beginning July 1. This is giving Mr. Little credit for one other obligation he currently has. Do you agree?
Yes.
And you are not seeking retroactive child support considering Mr. Little was previously incarcerated?
Yes.
And you're asking court costs be billed to Mr. Little?
Yes.
And you have reviewed and signed this order. Are you asking the judge to approve it with the exception of making the change of pickup and drop off to Baybrook Mall in Friendswood at the food court?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge. I pass this witness.
All right, the court will approve the order with that change of pickup and drop off at Baybrook Mall Food Court in Friendswood, Texas.